If you can make a 9-patch quilt block, then you can make a cross patch block. And today I'm going to show you how to make a 5-inch version. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pajagi, and embroidery. So today I'm going to show you another 5-inch quilt block, and this one is called the cross patch. Now I don't know where this traditional name came from, but this one is not exactly a 9-patch and a 9-patch, but kind of. You'll see the 9 patches when we start in the construction. So this block finishes at 5 inches in your quilt. So it is a small block. And so because of that, you do really need to have an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance. So if you're struggling, I do have some other videos that help getting accuracy in your seam allowance, but just take care and pay attention to that as you're stitching, and your seam allowance will get more accurate as you do practice. So to make the cross patch block, you need 4 different fabrics. You need a dark, a light, a contrasting, and a background. So I'm using this dark blue and this light blue. And for the dark blue, you're going to need 5 1.5 inch squares. And for the light blue, you're going to need 4 1.5 inch squares. And for contrasting, I have this red, so you'll need 4 1.5 inch squares of that. And then for background, just some neutral blending fabric, you're going to need 4 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And so you can put those to one side for right now. So to make this block, the middle of that block is just a basic 9-patch block. So it's squares in a 3x3 layout. So you're going to take one of your dark squares and put that right in the middle. And then your contrasting color squares are going to go on the corners. And then the light squares are going to go north, south, east, and west. So that's what your little 9-patch block is going to look like. So we're going to construct this just the way we would do a 9-patch block. Join your pieces into rows and then join the rows together. If you need more details about that, I do have a tutorial for how to make a 9-patch block. So it's just the same way. You just join your 3 pieces together, then you have 3 rows and join those together, and then you'll have your little 9-patch block. So here's what our little 9-patch looks like. Now just a note about pressing is I pressed all my seams away from this light fabric. So I pressed them underneath this contrasting red fabric and underneath this dark fabric, and then my seams all nested nicely when I joined the rows. But I could just as easily have pressed all my seams towards that light fabric. So you can just pick which one works for you, but pressing your seams either towards the light fabric or away from the light fabric will help all the seams in your rows to nest nicely when you're joining it together. So this little 9-patch block should be 3.5 inches square. So double check the size of that, because having that the right size will help everything else go together nicely. And so now that we're done that, we're just going to put a little frame around it. So this is the middle of our block, and then these longer pieces, they just go at north, south, east, and west. So we'll lay it out like that. And then the dark squares that we have left over, these are going to go in the corners. And so when this is laid out, it's not as obvious to see, but this is also a 9-patch. Now it's not a 9-patch made with squares, but it's a 9-patch in that it's 3 pieces across and 3 pieces down, and there's 9 pieces. So we are going to join this just the same way as we would join a 9-patch block. We will join the 3 pieces into rows, these three, and then join the rows together. And so that's how we're going to do the final assembly. So here's the finished block. So in the final construction, I did press the seams in these rows towards the light fabric. And the reason why I did that was because then in this seam, it's pressed toward the light fabric so that these cross seams are all pressed flat. They're not pressed back onto themselves. So that is not the normal press to the dark side, but that is a thoughtful way to press it. So if you want to see more about my philosophy of thoughtful pressing your quilt blocks, I do have a full video about how I make the decisions about what ways I'm going to press my seams. But this block looks great, and at this time it is 5.5 inches square, so that it will be 5 inches in your finished quilt. So I hope that you enjoy making this block and using it in your next quilt project. For more quilting tutorials, patterns, and inspiration, you can check out my website, epidastudio.com.